And we are back with segment number 2 of the Cummins Real Estate Group show. It's, of course, Michele Cummins, local realtor extraordinaire, and myself, Curtis Pope. All right, so I totally forget. We discussed this even in the commercial break, but it's Christmas time, and my mind's all over the place, and I forgot what we were going to talk about, Michele. And I'm being completely transparent and honest. I don't know what we're talking about.
Honesty is the best policy. We are going to talk about real estate. Does that surprise you?
No, well, I knew that. That much I knew. I just couldn't remember where we were going down that topic.
Okay, so we're going to talk about, you know how we've been chatting a lot, especially this last year or so, that we are so low on supply, we're so low on housing, we need more housing. We have more people than housing, and we need more. And there's been all this red tape on the municipal, local levels, on the provincial levels, and the national levels as far as development is concerned, but mostly municipal levels, the local levels. It's been like red tape, takes forever. Well, I've got some real estate news for everyone that Surrey guarantees rezoning and building permit timelines in a very quick, short amount of time. So fast-growing city, the first in Metro to guarantee turnarounds for permit applications, including commercial zoning as well. So we're not just speaking about residential. So the residential and commercial building permit timelines are now guaranteed for Surrey. The city of Surrey is believed to be the first municipality in Metro Vancouver to begin providing guaranteed timelines for building permits, including rezoning applications. Announced in October, the city's second largest in BC by population, said the maximum time for a rezoning application for commercial development, including multifamily projects, will be 16 weeks. Wow. This compares to months, even years in some municipalities, developers claim, and it's true. I know one in Abbotsford that's been taking years. The guaranteed permitting timeline addresses a significant issue that builders have been having, which is when will they know if the permit has been approved or not. So Mayor Doug McCallum in Surrey, he says Surrey has proven to be a prime destination for new residents and businesses. That's why council has taken the significant step to improve the speed and predictability in the land development approval process. The guaranteed timeline will result in less idle time for builders and more accurate completion dates for people looking to move into their new home or business space. They are the only Metro Vancouver municipality that the mayor knows which offers such a guarantee. I don't know of any other right now either. So hopefully others will learn from them and follow their steps, which that's usually what happens. So let's see what happens in the future here for, Abbotsford and Langley and Mission and so many others. So Sethi noted that in another Metro municipality, which he declined to name, he has been waiting 6 years for a rezoning decision for a multifamily project. Oof. 6 years, Curtis. Oh.
That is a long time to be waiting for the government to get off their butts.
Mm-hmm. And why? Why, right? Langford in Greater Victoria has a similar program with relative quick development guidelines, though they are not guaranteed. It claims processing times of 48 hours for a building permit for a single-family house and 4 to 6 months turnaround time for development permits. I'm telling you, 48 hours for a building permit for a single-family house is amazing. In Vancouver, it has taken up to 7 years to usher rezoning through the city's process, according to the Urban Development Institute. Though the city has taken recent steps to speed the process, according to Mayor Kennedy Stewart. And Stewart acknowledged that the mountains of red tape and noted the work of a permitting task force in November, or in a November 23rd statement, actually. So the results so far, he said, have seen tree bylaw applications processed 2 weeks faster, demolition permits 3 weeks faster, detached home and duplex approvals 12 weeks faster, and change of use and occupancy permits 12 weeks faster. He did not provide estimates of current timelines or timeless for such applications and for the city of Vancouver, and they had not responded to a request for such information at the time that this article piece that came out reported. So more than 36,000 housing units have been approved and built in Surrey over the last decade, and the demand remains high, according to a city statement. Even during pandemic in 2020, Surrey recorded a building permit value of $1.46 billion, beating the 10-year annual average, it said. From January 2019 to December 2020, single-family homes accounted for 31% of new construction. 21% were townhomes, 31% were for high-rise apartments, and 17% for low to mid-rise apartments. Now, this is the timelines for city. According to the City of Surrey, staff are implementing the following guaranteed permitted timelines. Rezoning report to council for a multifamily, commercial, or industrial project, 16 weeks. These are guaranteed timelines. Rezoning report to council for a single-family house, 12 weeks. Building permit for a single-family house, 10 weeks. And building permit for tenant improvement, 10 weeks. That is fantastic news. I have 3 different land assemblies currently in Mission that I'm working on. One, I've already had the PAR meeting. It went really well. The city of Mission is great to work with. Another one, I've registered for a PAR meeting. And the last one is pretty much what it is. But just the developers coming in and the sellers selling, it takes so long for either their due diligence during the subject phrase, when you put a price point on it. What if they don't get approval, and how long is it going to take? So these timelines of waiting, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and still not knowing has always been a little bit of the hardship of putting together these sales for the benefit of the seller and the buyers, just to work for all parties, right? So it's quite difficult when you just don't know. So these timelines, guaranteed timelines, and how much quicker they're doing it is absolutely so great for our population, the roofs over our heads, for getting people into homes. I mean, these are for rental projects too. I have one of my land assemblies currently. I'm just going live with it right now. Actually, just yesterday we put together the pricing package and everything. But it's 8 properties side by side on Diamonds and the corner of Herd, so it's really close to the hospital. And it is FSR 1.5, and it means we can put up to 98 units for resale marketing, or over 100, so many more units if they're all for rental purposes. So the City Mission is really promoting that for low income, for rental units, as well as for resale. So some great news there, and I hopefully our other areas will follow suit to Surrey. Isn't that great news? Yeah, no, I mean, it's amazing because this has been such a problem, people getting caught in red tape for forever when it comes to getting building permits or for anything. And then, so sometimes people, they're doing a home renovation, they go rogue and they decide they're going to just do it without the city. Next thing you know, the city finds out and you get a stop work order. So this should hopefully, alleviate some of that stress in people's lives. Exactly. So that's some good news. Woo! And then, you know what? I thought I just wanted to mention 3 things in regards to luxury real estate and what you should know about it. And I really believe, and the way I've done my business is I treat a $50,000 lot or mobile home the same as I would the Taj Mahal or a multi-million-dollar or whatever. If you're selling the Taj Mahal, we got to talk. Because I think there could be some legalities going on there. It's hush-hush. Okay, it's a private investor, I hope. Well, because, a lot of people think, everything will just sell, especially in a seller's market, right? But it doesn't matter. It's not the point that it will sell or not. It doesn't matter, there's one buyer for it. No. There's multiple buyers for your property, and that's the case even when it's a buyer's market or a balanced market. There's always multiple buyers, but this right now in our timeline, there's a whole lot more. But it's not about just selling. It's about always getting the highest price. Like, who wouldn't want the highest price for something they've invested in, or that it's one of the biggest transactions and investments that we make as humans is usually our primary residence. That's most people's biggest, that is their nest egg, right? That is what they hope that they can move on to greater pastures in the future and have a retirement and help their children out in the future. And, it's all in that equity growth in your property. And so you always want, no matter if you've got multiple properties or one property, always give it the best light. So always give it that luxury flair. So there's 3 things that you should know about luxury property advertising, marketing, have you. So the first one is high quality listing photography. Oh, it's so important. So a majority of home buyers in the luxury market start their search online these days. So whether through popular online listing sites or social media, naturally they want to get an idea of what a home is like before they take the time out of their busy schedule to set up a viewing. So they look at the photos, and if you don't invest in high quality photography, your listing is likely going to be overlooked. So you've got to have that. And that is along with all the other professional marketing materials. So that's the second one. So brochures, mailers, that virtual walkthrough, that cinematography walkthrough, that drone video. You've got to have lots of great marketing materials, that floor plan, as we've talked about before, Curtis. And then the third thing is education, training, and designation. So your realtor should definitely be educated, trained, and have the designation to be able to market luxury property. And I just happen to be a CLHMS member, which is a certified luxury home marketing specialist. So yes, I've taken the training, I've taken the education, and I have the designation. And you should always, when you're thinking about selling any property, but especially a luxury property, is always make sure that your realtor is with a prestigious brokerage, such as RE/MAX, has a luxury division and international and nationally #1 and provincially and locally #1, but as well have that flair and know how to market your property the way it deserves. So we are at the end of our show, and we have a quote of the week, of course. And this one is from Philip Stanhope, 4th Earl of Chesterfield. And it is, know the true value of time. Snatch, seize, and enjoy every moment of it. No idleness, no laziness, no procrastination, and never put off till tomorrow what you can do today.
Very true words. I like that one.
The 4th Earl of Chesterfield.
And I'm a big fan of Chesterfield, so that works. Next time I want a quote from the Earl of Sandwich, if we can get that figured out.
I'll do that for you, Curtis.
All right. Well, if people want more information about what you do as a realtor, whether it be selling that small bit of property or selling a luxury residence, where can they go?
MichelleCummins.ca.
And join us again next week when we will talk real estate in order to unlock your real estate potential on a show where real estate is maximized. Thanks for listening.